Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is Kid Lee, and it's time to take an early look at Kingdoms Reborn. This is a city builder management style game. As you may or may not know, I'm a big fan of these games, and so the question that I always have is, what is this game doing different compared to all the other ones that are out there? Because in general, these games are very, very similar. The first thing that you will notice is that this game is actually multiplayer that will run in real time. And so that is like a big change for this type of genre. Most of these games are single player. You're just kind of doing it by yourself. And there's generally, like, on your map, there's nobody else with you, like not even like NPCs. This one also has NPCs. And so this one is a little bit of a mix of something like Civilization and then the classic, you know, city builder management style game. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump into a brand new game, and I'll show you what this is all about. Also, we'll take a look at some of the other interesting changes. So we'll go new game. And here in this early build, there are currently 4 different factions or races that you can choose from. We're actually just going to go the Norsemen. And as you hover over them, you can get an idea of like what their resources are, their bonuses, and just their overall stats. You can also click edit and do a little bit of a change on that. So you can actually come in here and mess with your icon color. We're clearly the Norse kitties. So we'll do the kitty icon, and our kitty will be, let's say, this red color. You can also mess with the portrait. So it's kind of like choosing a leader. So we can, if we're doing Norse, you know, you can choose Gandhi, let's say, or Abraham Lincoln, or maybe we'll just stay with the guy that we actually no. Let's go with this guy. We'll go with that guy. We'll go ahead and we'll hit done then. There's a map seed generator, so you can click on the randomize, or you can come in there and type out one for yourself. A few different map sizes. We'll just do medium, and you can see some other stats and randomizers that you can actually mess with, you know, temperature and, you know, number of players and all that fun stuff. We'll actually go AI players. We'll go, let's say, 3, and we can set the, we'll just do normal difficulty. That's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll generate the world. So it's going to think about that. World is ready, and we'll start the game. Let's jump right in. All right, here's our world. We don't need your tutorial. Get out of here. So one thing that's kind of neat about this game is you can zoom out and you can see the entire world. So the NPCs will spawn in before you do. So you can see there's one NPC right there. One NPC right there, one NPC right there. So you can literally choose where do you want to start. If we zoom in really, really close, you'll notice that's broken up into regions. So it's basically asking you, hey, what region do you want to start with? And you can see there's actually some special resources that are around the map. So yeah, let me kind of zoom. Ooh, this area looks really interesting. We have some nice water there. We can start with the grapes. We've got iron and coal nearby. Yeah, this is it's an okay spot. We could even expand outwards. Is there a spot that I see that's even better? Could actually start over here on our own little island if we wanted to. Yeah, this is an interesting spot here. It's also a pretty good sized region. So we click on that, and it's going to give us some more information about resources and base income and temperature and all that fun stuff. And let's do it. So confirm initial resources. That's fine with me. We can do that. All right, so the next thing we have to do is we actually have to place down our town hall. So again, we'll look at the area that we've designed here. Ooh, that's actually, that mountain range right there is gonna kind of suck a little bit, but that's fine. We'll probably go ahead and put the town hall like right up next to the mountain range. And we'll go ahead and we'll like rotate it around. Let's see here. Do I want to just like put you like dead center there? I think I will. Boom, done. All right, so here's I'm gonna go ahead and pause the game here for a second. Here's the next thing about this game that's a little bit different. And that is, it's kind of card-based. Now, you'll notice we have 3 cards on the screen, but there's no, like, points or money or anything like that for the cards that we're currently seeing. And so now, down at the bottom of the screen, here in this area, this is where your cards are stored, and you can only store so many cards. And these cards are everything. They are your passive abilities, they're your buildings, or most of your buildings, not all your buildings. And so if you want to build, let's say, a mine, a fishery, a forester, or anything like that, you have to get that via this card system. Now, the game also does feature like a full research and upgrade system and all that fun stuff, but you have to actually do that before the card will spawn. Now, you might say, yeah, that's really weird, and you probably feel like that's going to limit your options. It actually doesn't, because that's what I thought as well, but I've actually put multiple hours into this game, and I very quickly got to the point where I had no issues getting whatever kind of building that I wanted to get. So it's an interesting system, and I like it, but yeah, it's a little bit different. So I'm actually going to take investment here. So we get 1 gold coin income for every 20 of the gold coin that we own. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. That's a passive ability. All right. You want some guidance? No, I don't need your guidance. Get out of here. So we start out, we have 10 laborers, and we have 0 builders. Now, over here on the far right side, you get some information about what is happening in your town and the general world. So you can see it's early spring, year 0. Here's our temperature. Here's how much money we have and how much money we're generating. It's got the classic of, oh, you have 10 adults and 5 children. Here's your housing needs. Here's your storage space, your happiness. Here's your resources that you have and or know about. So again, if you've played a game like this, a lot of this is going to seem very, very familiar to you. As we zoom in, here again was our town hall, and then here's our starting stockpiles. So there is a little bit of a quest objective up here in the upper right, so we have to simply just grow our population. But from there, it's all about keeping your people alive. Got to gather food, resources, cut down trees, get stone. From there, build more buildings, so forth and so on. So now this thing over here is blinking. This is where we can draw more of those cards. All right. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and grab, and again, these do cost money. I'm going to go ahead and grab a forester. We'll submit that. And on any of these, you can hover over it, and it'll tell you exactly what it does. So this will, you know, plant and cut down trees within your territory, all that fun stuff. So I'm actually going to go ahead and we're going to place that down first. And you can see where the building is, and it has a nice big radius. So actually, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm actually changing my mind a little bit. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, you have this area where you're starting. And again, for anybody who's played the most recent versions of Civ, this is going to look very familiar to you. So like in Civilization, you're placing down your town. It's all hex-based, and then as your town expands, you get the hexes that are surrounding your town. This is similar in the fashion of you have your starting location, and then I can start to buy all of the regions that are around me. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy this region over to the left side here. I'm going to click on it, and you can see here, actually, how much money do I currently have? Oop. I currently have 391. So this actually costs 481. I don't have enough money. Okay. Well, I'm going to cancel my plans for that. And instead, we're going to go ahead and just continue forward. So we have a biome bonus. Oh, I don't want the negative 20 growth on that. I'll take the fishing. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that forester down. That sounds like a great idea. And as I'm hovering over the forest, you see that there's a tree count. So we're going to try and put this in a really, really good spot here. That's 129. That'll work. Boom. Go and put that down. Okay, my people have no houses. We need to start building houses. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start building houses down in a row this way. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll do that. I'll probably do... I mean, we have a road here and a road there. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spin this. I'm going to line it up with the road. And then, yeah, we'll do the houses, like, back to back, I think. That's actually perfect. So now all these guys are going to go out and they're going to start gathering some trees. We also have all this stone here, so I'm going to go ahead and go into my gather mode. And I'm going to say, hey, I want you to collect all that stone. And there's a little bit of stone right there. We'll have them collect that as well. We also, we're okay on wood, so let's not get too crazy with that. Yeah, I really need to buy this region over here so that I get access to more trees. Actually, these look like fruit trees, maybe. So let's go ahead and go into the build mode. I'm going to go ahead and drag this dirt road down, connecting this to my houses. Oh, did I just accidentally do a, hold on. Oh, there we go. We got to keep our road straight. Okay, let's go back to house mode here. Another house right there. Spin this around. Another house right there. I think I'm going to start with like 6. Hopefully I'll have a... Oop, did I click on the wrong thing there? I did. Yeah, we'll start with 6 houses. Okay, cool. We'll let all the peeps build all that stuff. I'm actually going to go ahead and increase the game speed just a little bit. So they're over here building this. Actually, while they're doing that, I did grab that passive. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the town hall here. And a lot of the buildings have passive slots. So I can take this investment card that I bought and slot it into town hall, and now we're going to make us some more money. I'm also watching the money meter up in the upper left, waiting for us to hit over 400 so I can buy this plot over here. All right, you see they're building all the things now. They're doing the stuff. Next big thing that we got to do is get some food. We're actually a little bit low on food. We also have some medicine. So we're at 25, or sorry, we're at 15 of 25. All right, new card. We got to do some food stuff. Let's go hunting lodge. Buy, submit. So now we have a hunting lodge card. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of put it up here next to our forester. I'm going to put this as a little bit higher priority. Because we got to... Oh, I don't have that unlocked yet, so never mind. Oh, also, we have a thing... allow grape farming within the radius. Interesting. So you can see they've got all the roads built. They got the first house done. Over here, I've got 4 laborers and 4 builders. I'm actually going to click on this block here. And I never want any more than 2 builders. So I'm going to force that number to happen. It's also, like, very early on. We don't need that many builders. We need people out there, like, gathering resources and food and all that fun stuff. But yeah, if I zoom out the map here for a second, and you saw this a little bit in the intro, you saw just how big the game world is. So it's like, yeah, you can start out here, and then you can eventually just sort of, like, buy up all the territory around your town. You might also ask, can you, like, rename your town? And yes, you can. You can actually go to edit, and we can call this you know, Bob's. Oops. You know, Bob's town. Or whatever. Alright, so they got all the houses done except for one. They're over here collecting all the stone. So things are progressing quite well. You are able to click on the stockpiles and go to manage storage, and if you're one of them people who like to like separate things and keep everything very organized, the game totally allows for that sort of thing. I think I'm gonna get another card here. Yep. All right, I want the... Do we want to go mushroom farm? I think we go mushroom farm. Buy it, because right now food is a problem. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna turn this around.
Enjoy your stay.
And let's go ahead and put... Oh, actually, I'm a little bit short on wood, but that's fine. We're gonna put our mushroom farm right there. So you can click on the buildings, and a lot of the buildings have different options, including different types of upgrades, which is really, really nice. For a building like the Forester, you can actually tell it if you want to like cut and plant, prioritize, you know, planting or cutting. Thank you for that. We just unlocked our priority button. You know, what type of trees to cut down. So that's all a very, very nice system in addition to the passives. The other thing you can take a look at is if you look at the actual building, so the star is your priority, and then the two people represent how many workers are actually on each building, and you can increase and decrease that based on the building and the area and all that fun stuff. It's like, we're out of wood. We're also out of coal. We're out of everything. That's all right. Okay, so all the houses are built now. And again, I'll click on a house and you can see the different upgrades that can happen. Oh, they're actually doing a pretty good job of taking down all these trees now. We should have some wood here in just a second. But yeah, these games always start out a little bit slow. It takes you a while to get going. We need to really get some food. That's our #1 issue right now. Nope. Let's see here. What do I want? Actually, let's go fruit gatherer. We'll buy that. Yeah, people are like, we're kind of hungry. So I'll take the fruit gatherer. Well, actually, we don't have any fruit trees in this area. We need to expand out. You'll actually see arrows like flying across the map, which is kind of crazy. We got wild animals running all over the place. But yeah, I'm actually going to prioritize the hunting lodge so we can get some food going. So let's go ahead and we're going to build a couple more houses here real quick. We're going to be kind of at the end of the line here, at least on this side when it comes to building houses. Might take my builders down to 1 here. Yeah, I needed how much for this territory? Basically like 500. I've been spending my money. So here real quick, we'll take a look at the tech tree now that I have access to that. There are actually 2 different kinds of tech trees. You have the normal tech tree, and then you have sort of like an upgrade tree. But you kind of see you start out with like some basic stuff, sheep ranching, furniture, pottery. You can work your way up to baking and marking and trading, trade routes, policy making, schools, theater, cattle ranch, cheesemakers, to zoos, to banks, all the way up to getting into like world trade, printing press, petroleum, that sort of stuff. So we'll go ahead and go back over and let's do basic medicine. We'll get that rolling here. I don't know. I feel like you guys are firing a lot of arrows and you're not hitting much. So I'm just saying. All right, we got the mushroom farm going now. All right, we're gathering food now. Things are coming along here. Let's see. Do we want to go ahead and upgrade that? I think we will. All right, let's get down here and build. Well, they're working on that house. I can get one more down here, and then we're gonna have to like probably start building houses over in this direction. I will say the plot that I chose here, the starting area, is not the best. But once we get things opened up, it'll be a lot better for us. Because there's a lot of great resources in this area. We just got to get the money. Fishing lodge. Yes. We got all kinds of water here, so... Actually, do I want to put you... I could probably put you down here on the southern end. That's not a bad idea. Right about there, I think. And then I could actually put another storage place, like, right in here. And done. So once they get this stuff built, we'll be sitting pretty good food-wise. Medicine is going to be the next problem child. Yeah, they're like, we're out of wood again, sir. That happens. Animal count 2. That's because we took all the woods away. That's the problem with that. Well, that's where we got the mushrooms and we got the fish place going. A trader has arrived. I'm half tempted to, like, say, hey, you want some, get some medicine from him. I think we're okay, though. I'm gonna dismiss you. Yeah, one problem I'm having with the game right now is the music cuts in and out. Or, like, the music track will end, and there's just no more music. Alright, they've almost got this one done. Is that enough to meet the housing requirement? 20 of 25 right now. Well, hopefully they can get enough wood to finish this fishing thing. Right now, we're good on food. Oh, here comes the winter. Actually, I think I'm going to unprioritize that and prioritize trees. It's actually a bigger problem right now. Our people are about to get very cold. We have 18 of 100 wood down here. But you can probably get a pretty good idea of how this game works. And it's definitely one of those games where you start with nothing or very little, and it's all about just expanding. And eventually making contact with your neighbors, building trade routes, you know, doing relations, all that fun stuff. Oh, we got another card here. The charcoal burner is what I need, but I don't have enough wood to be cutting all that down. Foreign trade, we'll research that. Unlocks the medicinal herb farming, you betcha. Unlocked farm. We'll get that going in the spring. Yeah, I did not pick a very good spot because running out of wood this early normally never happens. But that's all right. Just kind of waiting for money to generate as well. Now, since this game is in early access and I've only played about 6 or 8 hours, there's a couple of things about the game that I haven't had a chance to get into yet. So, like, as an example, with Civilization, you're normally attacked by barbarians within about the first 20 turns. This game does have combat, but I'm not entirely sure how it works. Because you are able to make units. But again, in the 6 to 8 hours that I've played, combat has never happened. So, again, with it being early access, I don't know if it's a thing where it's just not fully implemented yet, or if it's definitely like a side thing or an afterthought, but it's definitely not like a combat-heavy game, I don't think. You know, you're not playing Age of Empires or Civilization where you could be at war like the entire time. That's not what this game is, I don't think. But yeah, I will say the time that I've had with this, I've definitely been enjoying it. It seems to have all the things that I'm looking for in a game like this. And it's going to be really interesting to watch the development of this between the early access period and the 1.0 launch. And as far as I know, they haven't set a date or anything like that. You can see my people are now very cold because they have no firewood or charcoal. So the game can definitely be a little bit hard early on. You can have cold issues, food issues, sick issues. Your people will die off. So you gotta really manage the management part of the game as well. Did you guys ever get my fish place up and running? They're like, no, we don't have any wood. That's all right. But yeah, that's sort of a quick early look at this game. As I mentioned, yeah, so far I've been enjoying it, and it's definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. So if you're a fan of these city builder management style games, I would definitely, take a look at it or at least wishlist it on Steam. But yeah, for those who are watching on YouTube, I think we'll wrap up the video right there. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.